This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist, a platform curated to build models of excellence for the marketplace and the nation.
Welcome to Performance Insights with Dr. Abiola Salami. This show is designed to build models of excellence in the marketplace. So whether you're a man or a woman, old or young, professional or entrepreneur, or you're in the public sector or private sector, in the military or paramilitary, or you are even a politician, I believe you can be a model of excellence on your team, in your organization, in your industry, and in your community. As a model of excellence, you're expected to go above and beyond the call of duty every time to make positive contribution to your organization and community by constantly improving your skills, gaining relevant knowledge, and shaping your attitude. In this season of Performance Insights, we'll be exposing you to an opportunity. That opportunity is the Peak Performer Festival, delivered by the Peak Performer Africa, a Pan-African media and leadership performance strategy platform focused on equipping leaders with the tools, networks, mindset, access, and visibility required for transformational change across the continent. The Peak Performer Africa is committed to driving a culture of excellence on the continent of Africa. Now, in case you are wondering, what is the Peak Performer Festival? Let me tell you what it is. The Peak Performer Festival is a multicultural, multi-generational, and multi-industry platform where active players in the public and private sectors converge annually to do three things. One, they share and obtain insights to achieve greater results in their vocation. Two, they connect with other active players to unlock opportunities. And three, they showcase their products and services to gain visibility and market access. The next edition of the Peak Performer Festival is coming up on the 17th and 18th of November 2025, and it presents your organization with 4 golden opportunities. 1, it's a cost-effective way to equip your young staff to blend artificial intelligence with emotional resilience skills that will help them to drive productivity and performance so your business reduces costly turnover and accelerates results. It is a value-optimized strategy to build the capacity of the women in your organization to blend artificial intelligence insights with emotional courage that will unlock innovation so your organization unleashes untapped creativity and market growth. It is a strategically efficient way to engage your senior leaders and the decision makers in your organization to discover how to turn AI-powered decision-making into growth and confront the hidden emotional cost of leadership so they can drive financially disciplined growth that delivers respect in the boardroom and resilience beyond it. And finally, TPP Festival 2025 is a capital-smart way to earn your brand visibility, trust, and unmatched stakeholder goodwill so that you strengthen loyalty, you attract investment, and expand your market influence as we recognize organizations that are blending artificial intelligence with human intelligence to set the standard for performance across Africa. Now, don't take my word for it. You can visit www.tppafrica.com/fest to learn more. And when we come back from the break, we will give you a front row access into the last edition of the Peak Performer Festival so you can see the quality of conversations, the audience, and brands that we serve.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Empowering people, shaping leaders, sustaining legacy. This is what you get at the Peak Performer Festival 2025.
The power of 4 world-class experiences in 1.
At the Emerging Leaders Summit, the young people in your organization will be equipped with productivity and resilience skills that drives performance so your business reduces costly turnover and accelerates results.
At the Woman of the Year Summit, the women in your organization will be equipped to unlock boldness that fuels innovation so your organization unleashes untapped creativity and market growth.
At the CEO Forum, the decision makers and senior leaders in your organization will confront the hidden emotional cost of leadership, and they will return sharper, stronger, and more strategic so decisions translate into sustainable profitability and operational excellence.
And at the Peak Performer awards, your brand earns visibility, trust, and unmatched stakeholder goodwill, so you strengthen loyalty, attract investment, and retain influence.
Every business wants profitability. Every brand seeks loyalty. Every organization needs efficiency, but only the peak performers will make it happen. This is not just an event. It is your 4-in-1 advantage to revenue growth, operational efficiency, and stakeholder retention.
So, if you are a decision maker in your organization, the choice is clear. The Peak Performer Festival is a high-impact and cost-effective strategy to invest in your people, sustain your legacy, perform beyond limits, protect your stakeholders, and multiply your growth.
Enroll your staff, expose your brand, secure your sponsorship, and lead the future at the Peak Performer Festival 2025.
You can send us a mail on team@tppafrica.com or call us on 0909-123-4567 or visit www.tppafrica.com for more information.
The Peak Performer Festival is an initiative of CHAMP Global Leadership Consultancy, a world-class organization driving a culture of peak performance across the globe.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
In CHAMP, we understand that when emerging talent master emotional intelligence, they make healthier choices, manage stress constructively, and build authentic relationships that prevent burnout and disengagement. This directly translates into higher retention, stronger succession pipelines, and a culture where the next generation of leaders can thrive personally and professionally, ultimately securing the organization's long-term competitiveness. Some of the organizations we have served recognize that the well-being of future leaders is inseparable from sustainable business growth. That is why the Peak Performer Festival 2024, organized by CHAMP Global Leadership Consulting, brought together a panel comprising some of Nigeria's top executive coaches, including Bankole Williams, the founder and principal consultant of LYD Consulting, Dr. Sam Obafemi, the CEO of Cerca Africa, Omowunmi Akinnifesi, the Chief Executive Officer of Elle Poise Ltd, Dr. Enahoro Okhae, the Managing Director of Pulse Factory, and Dr. Osaz, the Principal Consultant at WINBOX. These coaches engaged the young career professionals and entrepreneurs at Emerging Leaders Summit during the Peak Performer Festival 2024 on the topic, Cultivating the Magic of Emotional Intelligence. So I want you to call every young professional around you, every young entrepreneur around you, every young creative around you. Call them to tune in now to learn how young leaders can use emotional intelligence to live a fulfilling personal life.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Why should young people, why should we even care, about emotional intelligence? Whether, we're not talking about it in terms of our business and our careers now, but we exist beyond that. So why should we care?
The end of every human endeavor is an emotion. Nobody goes to the ATM, it's end of the month, it was a few days ago, withdraws money and puts the money in their mouth. Nobody does that, right? So we're not working for money. We're working for what money can do. Do we agree? Yeah, you're working for what money can do. So what do you do with money? You buy yourself that fancy Mercedes Benz, right? That dream car that you've always wanted. And you're cruising that Benz one day, and then you spot somebody who used to know you in your previous life. You don't drive past.
No. Slow down.
Slow down. You press the horn just in case they don't see you. And the person sees you like, is that Banky? Say, yes, it's me. Come. So the person enters the passenger seat, and then you increase the air conditioning.
On purpose.
On purpose, and as the thing is blowing the guy, and the guy is looking at you and trying to reconcile the person he used to know with the person he's seeing. In that moment, there's an accompanying feeling of, Baba God, I've made it in life. That's what you're chasing. You get your money and you're able to pay your children's school fees. You're able to fulfill that obligation, right? And there's a feeling of satisfaction that comes with knowing that you're able to do that. That's what you're chasing. The end of every endeavor is an emotion. Emotions influence our daily decisions. It influences how we respond to people. It influences our business decisions. Some of us are part of things not because of the thing in itself, but because of nobody buys a Rolex to tell the time. Your phone can tell the time. There's an accompanying emotional feeling that comes with knowing that I have a Rolex. I don't have one yet, but...
Great. Thank you very much.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
I know you don't just want to succeed, you want to lead. You want to rise. You are not just chasing titles, you are building something that lasts. Your vocation is more than a hustle, more than the next milestone, more than late nights and big dreams. For you, it is leadership, not just of a business, but of a vision, of a future. You want to grow with purpose, think sharper with clarity, lead deeper with presence, speak better with confidence, move faster with power. The Made for More Accelerator program is here to equip you for the leadership journey ahead. With structured learning on productivity, communication, relationship building, executive presence, and emotional intelligence, we will equip you to be the kind of leader who inspires change, builds wealth. You will gain opportunities that will stretch you, mentors that will challenge you because you are built for more. At the Made for More Accelerator program, we will equip you to win the room, to inspire your team, and build a legacy. It is time to grow into the leader your vision deserves. If you are ready to grow into that leader you know you're meant to be, you can visit www.abiolachamp.com/madeformore. Contact us on 070-266-68008 or hello@abiolachamp.com to reserve your seat. Made for More, cohort 5 15th to 17th October, 2025. Made for More cohort 6, 16th, 18th February, 2026. Made for More cohort 7, May 18th, 20th, 2026. Made for More cohort 8, August 10th to 12th, 2026. Made for More cohort 9, November 16th to 18th, 2026. Made for More Accelerator program, creating the future today.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
This mental health issue, emotional intelligence, how does it play out? What does it really mean? What should we really pay attention to as individuals towards driving peak performance?
So it's true that turning mental health to an excuse has become a norm. Not even among Gen Zs alone, because I'm an advocate for Gen Z, being a Gen Z myself.
With your shoes.
Evidenced by my shoes. So when we initiate you, we will get you this shoe. But the reality is this, you cannot mental health yourself away from your responsibilities. Workload that you got from a particular or a previous work or your academics, perhaps because you didn't get a headway on it, you interpreted it as overwhelming. Then same workload that you're good at or is even heading towards a productive goal, because it's putting pressure on your time, you start interpreting it in the same way. And that comes to what we call cognitive triggers, all right? What we call cognitive triggers. And that's why in psychology of stress, we say the challenging situation you are facing in life is actually not a real trigger. Your real trigger is the way you are responding to that challenging situation through the meaning you are giving to it. We must realize that a lot of times we need to learn to pause to check ourselves. Could this be as a result of where I'm coming from and not really about the challenging situation? Because if we don't learn to pause, we'll be interpreting every situation from the lens of our background, environment, experiences, education, and exposure. The road traffic you are complaining about is affecting my mental health. Somebody else, the road traffic is exciting his mental health. So know who your real village people is.
Know who your real village people, know who they are.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
In your experience, emotional intelligence, personal branding, how does this all come together
to help us to deliver peak performance.
Whatever people experience of you at first glance that they used to judge you and pass you, don't take it personally. Become emotionally intelligent enough to understand that people are doing what they know how to do, and you will learn how to do what you know how to do. You're your very best product. I hope you know that. You're your number one product. And what do you do every day with that product? You sell it. And in order to sell it, you have to be emotionally intelligent. In order to maximize your emotional IQ, you have to understand and know what you're seeing, because what you're seeing is affecting your thoughts, is affecting your emotions, and affecting your mood. What you say, how you say it is really, really important because it's affecting the people's experience of you. And that is how emotional intelligence works.
Wow, wow, wow. Powerful. Powerful. Powerful.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Different kinds of issues in this country. And then this guy, he said, they call him Dr. Abiola Salami, came up and is telling all of us about emotional intelligence, and peak performance. And then we don't know whether fuel price, whether it will change tomorrow now or not. And of course, once that changes, every other thing rises and falls with it. How do we maintain emotional intelligence within all of these issues?
I would like to say that emotional intelligence is more for you. Self-preservation, the ability to know that I need to be sane. My approach to emotional intelligence is sanity. The more you invest in understanding your emotions, how it plays out in your decisions, how it plays out in your behavior, the more vested you may be in your sanity. So there are things we have control over. There are things we don't have control over. And your understanding of emotional intelligence is to be able to dimension what you have control over and what you don't have control over so that you can preserve yourself. Because like Enahoro would always say, emotions drive people and people drive performance. So if I want to be the best version of myself, then I have to be a student of my emotions so that I can be the best version of myself. But I cannot be the best version of myself if I don't have what I would like to call personal peace. And personal peace for me is proportional with sanity. So the subject of emotional intelligence is not a function of trying to prove a point that I am civil, that I can master myself, that I'm a gentleman, that I'm likable, that I'm an amiable person. Yeah, these are perks of emotional intelligence. But the real thing for me is, how does it make you preserve yourself? So at the end of the day, emotional intelligence is about preserving your sanity. And if you can invest time to learn it and practice it and become more versatile at it, you are more preserved. That's the way I look at it. Thank you.
Powerful. Powerful.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Everywhere you look, you'll see exceptional Africans, innovators, leaders, legacy founders, and everyday heroes driving progress and shaping our continent's story. At the Peak Performer Awards 2025, we honor these trailblazers, and this is your chance to put their names in lights. Whose impact deserves recognition? Nominate them today, whether it's a dynamic entrepreneur, a public servant with integrity, a young visionary changing the game, a woman in leadership, or a legacy founder with decades of visionary contributions in their space. Visit www.tppafrica.com/awards to submit your nominations. Let's celebrate excellence, amplify impact, and build the Africa we all believe in. The Peak Performer Awards is where champions are honored and legacies are celebrated. Be part of it. Nominate today.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Why is this important? Why did you build, an entire company, on certifying people, on equipping people on emotional intelligence, on writing a book? Don't ask me why I wrote my own book. I'm the one asking the question. I'm the one asking the question, why is it?
The idea is when you wake up every day, you've got plans for your life. You've got preferences. You've got prejudices. You've got values. Maybe promptness. Maybe excellence, timeliness. You have all of that. But you're ready to go into the world that doesn't give a damn about all of that. Right from your bed, your wife has a different set of values. Your children are developing others. Your driver is going to come with his own set. And then you get out of the road, maybe the gate man, and then the traffic. And you get to the office, you're 2 minutes late, and then the first person you see is the HR, and the person looks at you from your head to your toe. All of these things are happening around you, and you still have to make choices that move your life forward. At the end of the day, there's nothing outside, not your company, not your boss, that is designed with you in mind. Nothing. And I tell people every day, even your organization, when it was created, there was no thought of you. There were thoughts of a human being that will come and work here. Now, if everything outside you is by its own self, unveiling its own, by its own accord, how then do you work inside of it? How do you succeed inside of it? How do you succeed in an organization where somebody has been trained, quote and unquote, to your own definition, to be a lazy person? But to them, that's the best way to work and survive. In Yoruba Palace, one person says Kirakita Odola, means that hard work does not bring about wealth. Another person says Ishelogunshe, means that you have to work hard to get things done. And the two of them, it's in the same department. So at the end of the day, for every emotion you feel, you would need to do something. Whether it is an inaction, whether it is raising your hand, whether it is moving out of your chair, whether it is banging the door, whether it is dropping the file on the table, you have to do something. And unfortunately, for every action you take, there's going to be a result. And so look at the journey. Triggers are happening to you. You have to make decisions that will determine your results. If you don't practice emotional intelligence, you won't be successful at anything, because anger will tell you to stand up. Irritation will tell you to squeeze your face in your in-law's house. You said something about in-law, right? Excitement will make you jump up in a sales meeting where people have not met target, right? And then your son just lied, and then irritation would make you slap him. Look at, emotions will constantly drive you to do something. It's either you are enslaved to the emotions or you are in charge of the emotions. And so if you're not emotionally intelligent, you will constantly answer to what emotions say you should do.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Does anybody know anyone that is an omni-knowest? These are the people that, as far as they are concerned, they know everything, but they know nothing. Their voice is always the loudest in the meeting, and all they do is to echo what the other person has just said. Oh, by the way, some of them are so skillful that they won't say it exactly the way it is. So where the other person said and, they will substitute it with. You know, where the other person said maybe one or five, they can say a few. But it's actually exactly the same thing, that they are repeating in the meeting. I'm looking at the smiles on some people's faces. They're just remembering. Don't think about that person you're thinking about. No, the person is not here. I know. Because if the person comes to a place like this, they will probably not be omni-knowers. The other one, can you scream that with me? Excuse manufacturers, those whose critical skill is in manufacturing excuses. Their knowledge, their skill and attitude is in manufacturing excuses. They are members of the Chartered Institute of Excuse Manufacturers of Africa.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
This January, the clock will reset, and so must you. This is not the year for playing small, not the year for waiting, not the year for excuses. It's the year to show up, level up, and take your place. Welcome to the Kickoff Summit and Concert 2026 with Dr. Abiola Salami, where high performers come to realign, where creatives come to reawaken, where leaders come to remember who they really are. It's not just a summit, it's your strategy for the year. It's not just a concert, it's your soul on fire. Business, leadership, innovation, mindset. It all begins here. In one unforgettable day of clarity, culture, and conviction. In 2026, you can't lead anywhere if you can't lead yourself first. This is your moment. This is your launch. This is your kickoff for 2026. Brace yourself. Kickoff Summit and Concert, Saturday, 17th of January, 2026. Visit www.kickoffsummit.com for more information.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.
Welcome back. That was powerful. We will step up the conversation this year at the Emerging Leaders Summit during the Peak Performer Festival 2025, where we'll be looking at the theme GRIT, how young professionals and entrepreneurs can blend artificial intelligence and emotional intelligence to accelerate productivity and performance. Through our GRIT philosophy, which is grow, rise, innovate, and thrive against all odds, participants will gain the mindset, the tools, and coaching needed to unlock bold leadership, accelerate performance, and future-proof their careers and enterprises. Now, what makes this different is that one, it's selective access because attendance is by corporate enrollment to ensure that we only have high-potential young leaders in the room. Two, is that this is strategic coaching. It's not motivation. Every session is anchored on executive coaching frameworks, not hype. It provides practical tools to delegate that they can start applying immediately. And also, we'll be integrating delegates into the GRIT platform because the delegates will be automatically onboarded into the ecosystem for a 90-day growth sprint, mentorship, and continuous coaching. And of course, it's really remarkably different because of your return on investment as an organization. Because organizations that enroll delegates secure a future-ready talent pipeline, reducing leadership gaps and enhancing retention. And it is an immersive peer-to-peer learning because delegates will join strategy circles, coaching labs, where they learn directly from coaches, industry leaders, and peers, building networks of influence that last beyond the summit. You can't afford not to fully maximize the immense value that the Peak Performer Festival will bring to your business in terms of organizational-wide capacity development, branding and exhibition benefits, speaking slots, media visibility, and award night recognition. So, reach out to us now to enroll your staff, to expose your brand, and to secure your sponsorship and lead the future at the Peak Performer Festival 2025. You can send us a mail on team@tppafrica.com or call us on 090-9123-4567 or visit www.tppafrica.com/fest for more information. If you are a decision maker in your organization, the choice is clear. The Peak Performer Festival is a high impact and cost-effective strategy to invest in your people, to sustain your legacy, to perform beyond limits, to protect your stakeholders, and multiply your growth. Until the next time, always remember, I believe in you, I love you, and I look forward to receiving you and your team members at the Peak Performer Festival. Until the next time, keep rocking your world like a champion.
Thank you for joining Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, a platform curated to build models of excellence for the marketplace and the nation. To watch the full video on today's topic, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and also watch more videos to boost your performance. Just type Dr. Abiola Salami on YouTube. Also, follow us at Abiola Champ on all social media platforms and Dr. Abiola Salami on LinkedIn. The Magic of Emotional Intelligence is available as a virtual course. Visit www www.tppafrica.com/academy to sign up. You can book Dr. Abiola Salami to facilitate at your next board meeting, management retreat, or monthly performance review. Simply call 0702-666-8008 or email us on hello@abiolachamp.com.
Join me same time next week as we explore more lessons from my book, The Magic of Emotional Intelligence.
This is Performance Insight with Dr. Abiola Salami, the world-class performance strategist.